Imagine yourself taking an educational trip across the United States. Traveling by car, you plan several stops along the way simply because you want to learn more about the country that you live in. The old pickup truck you have is a little outdated, so a new automobile has to be purchased. What kind of car will you need to buy? Well, if you go to a dealer, they will consult with you about what you need and want. Questions will come up about how big your travel party will be and what's your budget going to allow. Some people are dead set on buying a Chevy, Ford, or a Dodge. Others are open to a Japanese or European model. You might be open to trying something you never would have thought of before. One thing is certain. Whether you get a sedan, a big SUV, or a little sports car, you want to be able to rely on what you buy. It has to be safe and comfortable to get from place to place. You will, of course, want to have good heating and air conditioning, along with a good radio and CD player. You may even want some extra bells and whistles like a DVD player for your passengers and heated seats with leather upholstery. Or how about the OnStar GPS outfit in case you need some kind of help along the way? Just as automobiles have evolved and been marketed to suit the needs and wants of everyone, I think the same kind of thing is happening to the LMS industry. I wouldn't be surprised to see more and more LMS providers pop up in the next several years. With so many organizations, from the big multinational corporations down to the small family-owned business, they want to make the cost of effectively training employees as low as possible. In other words, they want the best affordable educational vehicle possible to get their employee from point A to point B. I guess the difference between the information superhighway and the real superhighway is that we can make up our own roads and decide how they can be traversed. Some e-learners don't even have to take the roads prescribed for them. And some companies may specialize in a certain kind of LMS in order to be more effective in their one area of expertise, while I suspect others will try to offer a cafeteria plan or a smorgasbord of LMSs to choose from, depending on the nature of the organization that wants one. And I think one thing we can count on seeing with LMSs and PLEs is more user-friendliness. Very few people can manipulate Flash and similar time-consuming, mind-boggling applications, and to teach trainers and educators how to become experts in them would require too much effort and money. Something like Udoo or Moodle makes much more sense, and is so marketable, even a caveman can sell it. And to make an even closer comparison using the automobile analogy, consider this. I own a Ford, a Dodge, and a Chevy. And every time I switch vehicles, I have to reacquaint myself with some of the controls on the dashboard and steering column. I've often turned off the cruise control when I thought I was setting the speed, or fiddled around with the wipers when I was trying to slow down without braking. It's easily noticeable that certain car companies use certain design patterns for their electronic controls. So whether you're driving a big pickup truck, a small compact or a mid-range SUV, the dashboards and steering column controls are all very similar in that particular make. I think that we will see something like that similar in the LMS industry. Any one company would be wise to use similar formats and buttons to make it easier for their users to accomplish their objectives, both e-learners and e-teachers alike. This would certainly make it more driver-friendly or user-friendly. Now, some people like to customize or personalize their cars with certain stylish wheels, paint, or a costly sound system to make it truly theirs and unique. I expect that organizations will be afforded the same abilities with their LMSs. They will be able to take a basic LMS and customize it to fit their specific needs. In fact, plenty of them already are doing that. As the competition, however, gets more fierce in the industry, this will be one of the selling points, I think, that will attract more business. On the other hand, the nature of the organization might only require a bus or a train to get their employees from point A to point B.